How much is an hour of your life worth? Now, if you're working offline, in some cases you may only get paid maybe $10, £10 or whatever it is for an hour of your time, and that is it. And unfortunately, a lot of people, when they go home from work, look on their life as being just as valuable. They don't see the value in it. But say for example you were on your deathbed, and for whatever mysterious reason, some angel, the God, or whatever, somebody turned up just before you were about to croak, and they had said to you, I'll give you an hour more in this life, but you're going to have to pay a certain amount to get it. How much would you pay to spend another hour on this planet with your family, with your friends, or somebody, whoever's special in your life? How much would you pay for that extra hour? Now, I'm sure you probably would pay a lot of money. I'm sure you would pay far more than $10 or £10 or whatever the minimum wage is. I am sure you would pay a lot more than that. And unfortunately, a lot of us don't see the value in our lives. We piss it away. We piss it away in gaming. We piss it away in Netflix. We piss it away doing stuff that isn't really productive. Again, spending a lot of time on social media, being busy but not actually being productive. So think about where you're spending your time today. Are you being productive, or are you just being busy? And what value do you have on your life? You know, is your life only worth $10? As I said, when it comes at the end of your life, how much would you pay to get an hour back? So maybe you should think about that value rather than the minimum value that people are paying you right now. Now, today I seen on Twitter, Joe Rogan had mentioned something in his podcast, and it's something I had mentioned many times before. But he was talking about gaming and all the people that game, and how useless it is, how unproductive it is, and how it's just a total waste of time and money. Now, in the example, he explains that, say you spent 3 years gaming. In those 3 years, you probably would have gone through a load of games. You'd finished a game, and then you're probably on to the next game, and then whatever the next thing that came out on Xbox or PlayStation or whatever. So you're going through game after game after game. But imagine that other person had a twin, and that twin, for whatever reason, wanted to take up a skill. Now, Joe Rogan had mentioned the podcast, something like Jujitsu or Kung Fu or something like that. But if you imagine that other twin, for those 3 years, started studying Jujitsu and started studying it and putting in the hours that their other twin was putting into the gaming. So an hour of gaming would be an hour of Jujitsu. If you can imagine over those 3 years, how qualified would that person be at Jujitsu? As Joe Rogan said, if they got really good at it after the 3 years, there probably is a good chance they could be going into competitions, they could be winning tournaments, they could be winning cash prizes, or if they were very, very good at it, had a couple of belts under themselves, it probably would come to a stage where they're experienced enough where they could actually take on students and teach them, and probably set up their own Jiu-Jitsu club, and they would have an income stream coming in. Now, compare the two twins after the 3 years. We have the gamer, who's got nothing to show for it, probably has a collection of CDs or whatever where the games are coming, whether digital or whatever, but he's only got a stack of those in the corner, and that is all his achievements. And then we have the other twin, who is qualified in Jiu-Jitsu, has a load of belts, maybe he's won some tournaments, and may have a school where they're teaching students. Now, which one spent their time better? Which one put more value on their life? So I want you to think about that today when you are tempted maybe to do a box set binge on Netflix, or spend another hour on social media, or whatever it is. What value do you have on your time? Is it only worth $10 to you, or is it as valuable as that moment at the end of your life when you have to pay a large amount to get it? And the more value you put on your hours, the more you'll protect them, the more you will probably not let people waste your time, the more productive you'll be. You'll try and get as much work into those hours as you can, and you'll try and come up with ways that hour's work will repay you over and over again. And that's one of the things I like about self-publishing and creating my own products or videos or writing or whatever it is. If I spend an hour writing, that hour can repay me over and over again. In some cases it can make me maybe tens, hundreds, in some cases even thousands of dollars from those hours and they repay me over and over again. So think about that today. How much is an hour of your time worth to you? And as I said, the more value you have on it, the more you'll protect it, the more you won't waste it, and the more for it you'll get on. And you won't be like that twin who just spent his 3 years gaming and had nothing to show for it. So keep that in mind today. You know, hopefully I will have maybe inspired you to maybe just to skip Netflix today, maybe spend it on something more productive, maybe do a little bit more writing than you usually would do, because you can see the value in it, and you aren't going to be one of those people who are going to come to the end of their lives having wasted and having nothing to show for it. Now, as always, if you'd like to know more about these videos, or if you'd like to ask me a question, you'd like me to cover something in a video or a podcast episode, you can reach out to barryjmcdonald@gmail.com. Or if you'd like to know where all these videos and podcast episodes are, if you do a simple search for WriteCome, that's WriteCome.com, you'll find the content all over the web. And as always, there is a great free report on the website at the moment. Again, the WriteCome site. If you head over there now, you're going to find a great free report that is called Words to Wealth, and in it I'm going to show you how you can get more value out of your hours in this life, and how you can create products, books, or whatever it is that you want to, that can bring a kind of residual income coming in month after month if you do the work. But again, you're going to have to do the work, and you're going to have to, you know, put some butt in the seat time as well too. So I'll just make you aware of that before you think it's going to be magic. You will need to put a little bit of work in. So if that intrigues you, if you'd like to maybe set up some kind of income at home from writing, head over to the WriteCome site, download the free report, give it a go, and let me know how you get on with it. And as always, thanks for sharing your time again today. Take care, have a great day. Bye bye.